Hey everybody, just me again. I'm a bit ill, I'm a bit poorly, I should be packing to go away on Christmas, but I'm just going to do a very quick video to show you guys some stuff. I got some really good feedback off a little golem creature I made, so I thought I would just record as a quick video to show you some basics. So yeah, I'm going to go through things really quickly. Just to show you, the first thing we want to do is we're going to turn on our reflective line in the middle. This helps us do some mirror sculpting. You can see the ball is mirroring on both sides there. And the way that I made my golem was just I made it up as I went along. It was a bit of a fluke. I was looking through here. So we press our main button on your main hand. I am left-handed, by the way, so that's why you might have this on this side. But if we press our little green cog button there, we get this menu up, and this second, we've got tabs here. This has got all of our stamps. And if we look at the categories here, I was looking at rocks. So you can see now here we've got lots of these cool little rocks. And I think all I was doing was looking through them, and I found one that I found one that I thought looked a bit like a chest piece. I can't remember which one it was now. Maybe this one. Let's just have a look. So here's my chest. And look, you can see it's going to duplicate it on the other side, right? So if we just sort of take this and we'll put this in maybe like this. Oh, I forgot one important step. One important step I like is if you hold down to see your layers and you collect this resolution, it will increase the resolution. Now it reduces the overall size. I think if I hold the grip, you can see this bounding box around me. That gets smaller every time you do it. And I think I can't actually do it again on my system because, oh no, it is doing. I get to a point where it says I've run out of memory. So, oh dear, now everything is. Okay, let's just see how we get on. You can't seem to go back a resolution once you've done it. So if we get stuck, well, we're stuffed, aren't we? But we'll see how we get on. So let's move right to the center of the piece. So let's just put this in. There we go. We get a bit more detail now. We're on the higher resolution. So there we go. This is literally how I started. So we just made him. I made him a little chest and a little torso. And we'll just give him a little bit of back definition there as well, like that. Maybe. Now the thing with these stamps is they're really cool in terms of you can just put them inside each other and it doesn't really matter. It's really powerful, really quite quick way to make really cool looking stuff. So we'll just choose something else like this one. I think we can use this to do some sort of shoulder joints. Let's see, how big should we make them? Like that. Yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby. And we need to give him a neck, but I think I'm going to do his head first. So to do the head, I used, if you're looking here, we've got human anatomy. So I just picked this guy's head, and I'll leave the mirroring on. Usually you might want to put, if you wanted to do a head on an angle, you'd want to turn the mirroring off because we don't want two heads like that. What we do want is just one head, but what I'm going to do, I don't mind if it's a bit fatter than it should be. Let's just make sure the position's okay. I reckon about here. So that's cool. And what we're going to do now is we're going to use the rocks again to just overlay this face, using it as a guide for where we want details. So let's see if we want, which one? That's quite a skinny one. Okay. So what you can do as well is you can use your up and down on the stick to change the size. I'm presuming you've done the tutorials by now. If you haven't, then go and check them out. They're quite good. So you can use the left and right on the stick to sort of rotate it as well, which is quite handy. So what we'll do is we'll just shrink this down a bit and make him a bit bigger, and then I'm just going to place these on to give him some features. So we'll give him a bit of a nose like this. Let's give this one a bit of a stony beard. And let's see what else. Oh, he could do some good rock ears. How about just give him a bit of that? And we'll shrink this down to give him a bit of a rock tash. Nice. Okay. And what I might do as well, just to give him a bit more of a pronounced mouth, is if you double tap the cog button by here, it'll switch to remove mode, which is quite handy for just doing things like that. I'm not happy with that. Okay, that'll do. That'll do for the purpose of this little quick demo. I could spend ages tinkering. So next we'll just switch to another rock band. Let's see which we choose. This one this time, and we'll give him a bit of a, give him some neck. The other thing I recommend you do. Oh, a bit bigger. Perfect. There's a good tool that it has is the ability to. So by default, holding the button will do that. Now we don't always want to do that. You can press over here, and this thing at the top here, single, that will let you just put, it doesn't matter if you hold it, you'll only do a single stamp at a time. So I figured this guy's going to have Heihachi Mishima rocks coming off the top of his head. Let's see. Okay, I'm liking that. That's pretty cool. And we'll just give him a bit more detail on the top just to hide the rest of this smooth shape, because he's made out of rocks, man. He shouldn't be all smooth and lovely. Let's see. Try that one. Just put a few of these in to just give him a bit of texture on the top. And that's what I mean. Stamps are so powerful. They are really good, useful tools for making cool looking things pretty quickly. So there we go. I'm quite happy with him so far. He looks really good. So next stage is what should we do next? Painting, I guess, is the next thing I did, which was quite fun. So when you're painting these guys, let's get my paint tool up first. What I find is useful, just don't brushing is good because it will only do the surface you touch. Spray will affect anything. You can pull it back and stuff, and it'll hit a bigger area. Oh, it seems to, I think, anyway. But just put the opacity down to about 1/3, and hardness is fine like that. We're just going to spray him and do this quite quick, and we'll pick a colour. If we just do, we'll just do him sort of, let's try like this. Let's see how that looks. There we go, that's nice. And like, you don't need to be too fussy about this, and the good thing is the painting will mirror as well, which is really handy when you're just trying to just give him a quick colour. We're just going to do it patchy. We don't really want it to look like he's all one colour. Just go crazy, guys. And then pick another colour, maybe make it a little bit darker, and do the same. And then when you want to give a little bit of specific detail, like we might want to make his beard a bit darker or a different colour, then we can just move him close and do that. Let's see if we can make it a little bit darker again. Let's see how that looks. And his tash, there we go, and his eyebrow. Okay, cool. So that's our guy so far. Oh, do you know what? I think he needs these. That needs to be. I think he just needs a slightly bigger horn at the top here. Maybe a bit too big. See if we can. How about like that? Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, okay, there we go. So we've given him a little bit of a painting just to give him a bit more of a texture. He looks a bit more, like there's a bit more to him. I'm just going to pop in a few more details on his chest here to make that look a bit better. And pop a few more extra rocks here and there. Okay, anyway, mustn't tinker, dude. Mustn't tinker for too long. So now we've done that, I think the next thing I want to show is just how I did his glowing eyes. They were quite cool. Now, to do this, you need to make, you need to alter the layer's properties. So if you hold down on the stick on this side and then press your green button over here, you get this. So this is our layer options. We can make a stamp out of him. Oh. Where's my options gone? There they are. Look, we can duplicate and flip him, but this is the bit we're interested in, material. So if we change these, look, I can make him more shiny. You can see, look up there, you can see that his glisten is getting better. We might turn that up a little bit, actually, that's cool. But then I can also do things like change him to metal, which makes him all shiny, or I can make him emissive. There you go, look, he's all like he's glowing. But we don't want the whole thing to glow, so we'll change him back to how he was. And then what we're going to do is make a new layer, and then on this layer we will change this to be emissive, make it super bright, and I'm just going to very quickly put it on blob, and how big is that? Oh, we're on black, aren't we? We need to be too small. Whoa, there we go. So that's what we'll make. So we just need to, there we go. So, and then you can make this any color you want. So let's just give him some really cool, what do we reckon? I think some blue eyes would be cool. Oh, a bit too far out. Excellent. So that's how we did that. And then similarly, to do the bit, I had a big glowing ball in front of him, and literally all I did for that was just like that. That was it. And I positioned his hands after the fact. So let's see what's next. Oh, decorations. This is the last bit we'll do for now. Just quick, just to show you how I did this. So again, just used stamps. If we switch back to this layer, oh, this is quite a handy thing. If you want to switch layers, you hold down and you click on here. But what you can also do is just point at the layer you want and then trigger it, and that will do it as well. So when we do our decorations, we want to take this mirroring off, because we don't want him to have the same grass and things that he does on. If it's mirrored, it looks a bit rubbish. So far it looks fine that it's mirrored. You're not going to really pick it out, but if all the detail is mirrored, then it really stands out. So what we'll do is, look in here quick, we'll go to our stamps again, pick our category organic. I think, oh, which one did I use? It was one of these, I think maybe this one. So we'll just test this because I can't remember. Okay, so obviously we don't want a huge leaf like that. We want a nice small leaf, so let's just get the size right before we do too much more. Yeah, that looks cool. So we'll do it about that size, and then the other thing you want to do is on your options over here, you can do constrain to surface. Now this is really cool because it means it won't go up in the air, it'll stick to his body as I don't have to put it close. It's almost like you have a spray gun just for this now. So we'll get rid of those extra ones, and then we're just going to paint him in. I'll take single mode off, and then we can just sort of give him some little details in the cracks around his back. Sorry, I'm getting tangled up in my wire as I'm doing this. So yeah, that is literally, that's how we do that. There we go. He's got some nice grass growing on him now, and then I did some. Let's see, there's some good mushrooms. Where are they? Is this stuff? And we'll take that. Where's the? Oh, always get the buttons wrong. No, take that bit off for now. And then all I did for this is make sure we get a nice, make them white. And to give him mushrooms, I just spin it around. Oh, we need single mode on, definitely. Else you end up with stacked mushrooms and they look a bit stupid. Put some mushrooms down. Maybe one by there. Perfect. And then all I did was just brush these. So if we just get my paintbrush, give me a nice red color, and then just paint the top of those. The brush is quite useful because I think it only seems to affect where the little sphere that I can see here in front of me is shown. So it's a nice way to not completely ruin your whole thing. So there we go. That's it. We've made a little guy. He looks pretty cool. I guess the last thing I could show you that I found really interesting is playing around with the scene settings. And you do that by pressing the yellow button you can see on this controller. That brings this up, and we can see here Well, that's my mirror plane. Down there, the playback location, this is where recordings play. I don't really get what that does at the moment. And then this here, this is our light, so we can move this around like this. As you can see, I can just grab it like I move my models, and you can just move it into a location that will give you really cool lighting effects. And similarly, once it's selected, you can just press cog, and you get some stuff here. Then we can change the color, we can make the lighting a different color. It's quite good. What else is down here? We can change the width of the light. There's lots of good stuff here. It's cool. It's good, really good stuff. And then there's these as well, which I don't really. Oh yeah, because I can't. Can you do? Yeah, you can do that manually. So anyway, that's it. That's the end of my little tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's shown you some stuff and how it works. Yeah, Medium is fantastic, amazingly powerful tool. Yeah, creating, guys, it's really fun. Excellent. Peace out. Catch you later.